You might look like a 10, but because you talk so much, you might not be considered a 10. Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ejilechi. Today's video is a special one. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that cheapens your appearance, that cheapens you in general. These are things that look as if they are quite simple, but they can take your appearance, take you from a 10 to a 2 or a 3, and we don't want that. So without wasting much of your time, let's jump straight into today's video. So guys, the first one on my list is chewing gum too loudly. Yes, it's a habit that seems like it's very simple, but it can take you from a 10 to a 3 or even a 2. I experienced this recently. I saw a beautiful lady looking nice. She was great. Her skin was awesome. She was put together, but the crazy thing was that she was chewing gum so loudly, and I was like, you're not an animal. Of course, I was saying this in my mind, and I'm like, yes. It made me remember when we were much younger and we used to chew gum. Our parents or the elder ones would be like, don't do that. I can relate. I understand perfectly now because it didn't look good. She looked good, but then the way she was chewing, it took a lot from her outfit. It took a lot from her. When you're not standing by the roadside, you're not a prostitute, or you don't want people to have a certain opinion about you, I suggest you don't do that. And I would say you can do it privately, but if I say that when you do things privately, like when you were alone, it becomes like a force of habit. Do you understand? And when you are in public, you sometimes can't really tell that you are in public anymore. You can, do it as well in public. Just learn. Whether you're alone, whether you're not alone, chewing gum is good. I know that you chew gum sometimes to exercise your teeth. I'm going to talk about chewing gum again in another point in this video. But where it becomes bad is when you're chewing loudly, you're opening your mouth, you're dragging it. Everybody can tell you're chewing gum a certain way. I don't think it's classy. I don't think it's great. I don't think that's the kind of opinion you want people to have about you. I don't think it looks good on you. I think it can take a lot out of your outfit. I'll suggest you learn how to chew properly. Do you understand? Chew like a lady. if I must say, chew like a lady, chew properly. So guys, the next thing I want to talk about in this video is having body odor, mouth odor. That's like the worst thing you want to be identified for. You don't want to be that person that everybody knows has a mouth odor, has a body odor. Do you understand? So that is one thing that cheapens your appearance. You can be carrying the best designer bags, best outfits, expensive outfits, but the moment you smell or you stink, it can take your looks from a 10 to a 3. This is something that can happen sometimes to almost everybody. That's why I think it's important that we put things in place to make sure that it doesn't happen to us. Yes, and sometimes people want to make excuses like you've had a long day, that's why you stink. It doesn't take anything away from the fact that you stink. Yes, you've had a long day, but the fact remains that you stink. So imagine meeting somebody for the first time and then they get close to you and they notice that you stink. Do they care that you had a long day? No. Do they even know that you had a long day? Probably not. But what they know is that you stink, and you don't want that to be, what people know you for. You don't want to traumatize people when they get close to you. You want people to have like the best experience when they get close to you. So what I would advise you do is to be solution based instead of problem focused. So what are you going to do that will help you not to have this bad breath or body odor when people get close to you? There are certain things you can do, like making sure that you wax your pits, you shave your pits regularly so that you're not musty. Because I think that when you sweat a lot, you can smell. So making sure that you shave your pits, you wax your pits, whatever you do, and try as much as possible to shower at least twice a day. It does help. And even if you're not going to shower, just be certain that you're washing your pits or washing those areas that might be musty. Do you understand? So try to do that. And one other thing that helps is to pack travel sized deodorants, perfume, in your bags when you're going out, when you know that you're going to have a long day and sometimes you might need to freshen up. you can have these things with you so that you can check yourself and be like, am I musty? And you reapply these things, just like you reapply your sunscreen. For your mouth, sometimes when people sleep, maybe they had a nap or they don't talk to somebody for a while, it can happen that their mouth can stink when they talk. So try as much as possible to get mints with you. Gum as well can help, as long as you're not chewing like a goat, just like I said in the first tip here. So putting these things in place can help you, retain your freshness, can help you retain your steeze. You don't want to lack steeze and composure. You don't want people to see you looking beautiful and then you open your mouth, you stink. It's like the worst thing they can identify you for. Do you understand that you stink or you smell? Please just put these things in place, because even if you're wearing an expensive bag, expensive clothes, expensive shoes, jewelries, if you stink, then you're going to go from like a 10 to a 2 or even a 1. You understand? Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about in today's video is talking too loudly. Imagine a beautiful young lady, tall, on heels, wearing a really nice red dress and steps into a function, maybe with her friend, and then they are sitting down somewhere, they are having like a private conversation, but everybody is in the conversation because she's talking so loud and everybody can hear what she's saying. Tell me, are you still going to rate that person to be a 10? I believe that when you are in public, you have to behave like you're in public, like you are in. If you are also in an official function, you have to behave that way too, because just heading out and then speaking so loud that everybody can partake, everybody can hear what you're saying, I don't think it's cool. If I'm that friend that's having that conversation with you, I'll probably refrain from having that conversation or tell you to speak, in lower tune, or I can talk to you when we leave that place. I feel like when you are in public, you need to know that you are in public and present yourself as such. I know some people have like a loud voice, but you need to be conscious of that. Speaking too loudly, I don't really like it. When everybody can hear what you're saying, even what is supposed to be private, what people are not supposed to hear, a private conversation between you and your friend. I'm also going to say something about, let me just say it now so that I straighten things out. Another thing that is also very important is not talking so much. This is another point. Not talking so much and not talking so little. Talking too much can be really bad, especially in the workspace, in your relationship with people and friends. Just listening more is a good habit that you need to cultivate, because when you're listening, you understand better, you can pick up things, you can know the kind of person somebody is just by listening to them. So listen more and talk when it's necessary. Don't over talk. Don't be so talkative. It's not good. Sometimes people that talk a lot, they lie a lot, and they are really annoying sometimes. Don't be that beautiful girl that looks good, looks nice, but everybody's just tired of you talking so much. It can take a lot from your appearance. You might look like a 10, but because you talk so much, you might not be considered a 10. You need to leave some things to mystery as well. Say the things that you're supposed to say and leave the rest. Because sometimes when you talk so much, you can talk yourself into problems, especially in the workplace. This will help you in the workplace, in your friendships, in your relationships. And on the flip side as well, talking too little is also not great, because when you talk so little, sometimes it might come off as you being shy or you not being confident, which is something that you are not. You're just saying what you need to say and leaving some things to mystery. So look people in the eye, be confident, answer questions appropriately, say what you're supposed to say, talk to people you're supposed to talk to, but just don't overdo it. Trying to find a balance, or try to find a balance between talking so much and talking so little, is one habit that's going to help you be that thing that you want to be, that is going to help uplift whatever appearance that you have. But talking so little is going to make you come off as timid, come off as shy, or someone without confidence. Step into a room like you belong there, be confident, answer questions appropriately, look at people to their eyes. Do you understand? Yes, but don't talk too much. It can be annoying. It's also not fun. So guys, the last thing I want to talk about in today's video is having your underwear peep through your clothing. I feel like this one is really important. It is something that can take your appearance from a 10 to a 2 or even a 1. If you're going to go out and wear a dress that the back is going to be open, you don't need to have your bra straps peeping through. It's not nice, especially when you're going for an official function, you're going to a business meeting. Just, it doesn't sell you appropriately. And we live in a world where women are objectified, sexualized, and you don't want to do anything that will make that be so. You want to present yourself in the best way possible so that when someone disrespects you, you just know they want to disrespect you. Do you understand? So I remember an interview with Thames where she talked about wearing baggy clothes when she had her studio sections, because she didn't want people to sexualize her, objectify her. She wanted to be respected. She wanted people to see her and know that she's a woman of talent. And you know, Thames has the body of a goddess, but do you understand? She just wanted to be sure that she was presenting herself in the best way possible, and it worked out for her. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't dress curvy, but there's some certain things you shouldn't wear. If you're wearing pants as in trousers, there are some office pants, there are some undergarments that could go appropriately with these outfits. Like, I would suggest you wear thongs, because this has a tendency of not peeping through your clothing, but wearing some undergarments that will peep through your clothing, I think it's really tacky, especially when you are in an official gathering or you're going for a business meeting. Just trying to look the part is also very important, so that people will respect you. I know people are supposed to respect you whether you present yourself like that or not, but that's the kind of society that we live in. So you have to go the extra mile to make sure that you get the respect that you want, and that if somebody goes ahead to want to disrespect you, is coming from them and not from you in any way possible. So not letting your undergarments peep through your outfits, getting the right undergarments as well, the right size of your bra, because sometimes if you're wearing the wrong bra, this can make your bra lines peep through your clothing. So having the right bra for you, the right undergarments for your outfits, whenever you're picking an outfit, be sure that you're also picking the right undergarment that is going to go with it. All these things are going to help you to maintain your steeze. All these things are going to help you be a 10 even when you appear to be a 10. So look good, smell nice, have the right undergarments, make sure that you don't stink, your breath doesn't stink, that talk as much as you're supposed to, don't talk too little, don't talk too much, don't be too loud as well, like you're in public and you're laughing out so loud, especially when you are in an official gathering or in a business meeting, or you're laughing so it's tacky. Like if it's you, are you gonna rate that person to be a 10? Just try as much as possible to present yourself in the best light possible. Sometimes it's not just about your clothing, what you wear. There's some other things that can take away some things from your outfits. These things are important things that you should know. I really hope this video was helpful. If it was, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And I'm really excited. We're very close to 1K. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get to 1K. Don't forget to like this video, because it's gonna help the algorithm recommend it to people that will need it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I am definitely going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.